Oh hey, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to Fraser Valley Imports How to Import a Car video segment series. In today's video, we're going to talk about the beginning steps. So, first thing, most important thing, get up from your chair, climb those stairs out of your mom's basement, and look out the window. Yeah, the outside world. Have a look at it. Where do you live? If you're anywhere in this great country called Canada, then this video will help you. If you're anywhere else, well, then you just kind of got to find out what we Canadians have to do to import a car. Alright, so you're living in Canada, you want a new car, and you want something that's super sweet. First of all, what car do you want? There's so many choices. The country of Japan has a great amount of cars. All sorts of cars. Everything. Look, you can get a Nissan Safari, or a Nissan Pulsar, or a Mitsubishi Jeep, or a Mitsubishi Pajero, or a Mitsubishi FDO, or a Mitsubishi Legnum, or an RX-7, or a Series 2 Delica van, or a Toyota Supra, or a WRX, Toyota Helix, Type R Integra DC2, Evo 5 Lancer, Toyota Granvia van, the Skyline, everyone loves the Skyline, the really cool Toyota Serra, the Toyota Celica, some Mercedes-Benz, the Nissan Figaro, a Silvia, another Mercedes-Benz, some kind of BMW, some kind of catamaran vehicle. So many options, so many choices. So, once you've decided on what car you want and how much money you want to spend on the car, the next step is to find an exporter in Japan. Your choices are huge. There's so many options. Do you want to have a hands-off approach where basically you just send the money, tell them what car you want, and you wait and the car arrives? Or do you want to be more involved with the whole process? These are things you got to think about. I've imported cars a variety of ways before, and so I'm going to talk about a couple exporters. Exporter number one, Brave Auto. It's run by this guy named Mark. He's been doing the car thing for a long time and he's quite experienced. His car's always top notch. He sells cars all over the world. So Canada's a pretty small, pathetic market for him. But the one nice thing about him is he really only chooses cars that he himself would buy. So sometimes you're looking at a car and you're like, hey, that car looks pretty sweet. Mark's like, you're an idiot. Don't buy that car. And then you don't buy the car, saving yourself headache, money, etc. Another good person to use in Japan is Pacific Coast Auto. It's run by a guy named Derek. He's originally from Kelowna, BC. So if you're from BC, then you know there's going to be no language barrier. He's going to understand all your slang, and you don't got to worry about him being some crazy guy from Toronto, because everyone knows those guys are crazy. West is best, east is least. That's right, I said it. Anyways, he hasn't been in Japan so long, but he goes above and beyond for sure. He definitely is trying to get customers and keep them. And he for sure wants to make sure you're happy and you get the car you want. So both of these guys are great examples of exporters that you tell them what you want, what your budget is, they go to the auctions, check them out, find a car that they think you'd like, show you the car, you decide, yes, I do want that car. And then they put in a bid and go from there. If you win the car, then they take hundreds of pictures of the car. They'll take videos of the car. Mark has a whole shop at Brave Auto, so he can do any kind of servicing you're looking for. They send you all the photos, and then they send you the car. So, that sounds pretty good, eh? That's what I thought. Anyways, the other option you have is could save you a little bit of money. Basically, you bid at the auctions directly. The company that I use for this is called Nikio. So basically, it's a massive exporting company that sells, thousands and thousands of cars a month. They provide you with auction access, so you just look at the auctions yourself. You decide, aside from getting them to translate the auction sheet for you, unless you can read Japanese, you make all the choices yourself. So you look at a car and it's a grade 3.5 with a D interior. That could mean it's got some minor imperfections on the body, some dents, some dings, some scratches, some paint fade, maybe a crack in the windshield, right? Maybe the interior's got a bunch of cigarette holes in it, maybe it's moldy, maybe who knows. Anyways, these things you don't really know. And because they're because you're just buying sight unseen like this with only 2 pictures of the car, it's basically a risk. However, because there's really no service involved, they usually cost a little bit less in the fees they charge. So if you're just buying a car and you don't really care, it's going to be a project, well then, you know what, they're probably a good option to go with. But if you're looking for a car that is going to be your dream car, your baby, you're going to love that car, you're going to polish it, take care of it, put it in the garage, etc., etc., then chances are you want to go with someone like Mark or at Brave Auto or Derek at Pacific Coast. Anyways, I think that's all for this segment. Stay tuned for more updates on how to import your own car if you live in Canada. Take care, guys.